Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Ravens Today. I am so excited to talk about everything that I have for you today because the first preseason game is in the books, and we have so much to talk about with that. Thank you for tuning into Ravens Today. I'm your host, Connor Gioffreda. Keep subscribing to the channel and like the videos. Again, Ravens won their first preseason game of the season against the Indianapolis Colts at home. There's nothing else to describe this game, man. It was just beautiful to watch. There were a couple of things here and there that, need to be addressed, but we'll get into that later. But again, overall, it was a fantastic game. Especially, it was wonderful to see all of the rookies get their reps in, all of the undrafted free agents get their reps in. This is a great game to watch as a Ravens fan. Unfortunately, Coney suffered an injury during that game. Rookie 6th round draft pick corner, and it's pretty bad. We are not going to see him for the 2025 season. He unfortunately tore his ACL and MCL, so really unfortunate to see. He was a rising star in training camp and really, was really, like a guy that the Ravens were watching for, and, it's just so unfortunate. Prayers up for him. Hopefully he has a strong recovery, and we hope to see him back when he's fully recovered. But again, overall, great game by the Ravens, and we're going to get into the offensive highlights here. Keaton Mitchell, man, welcome back. Just welcome back, man. Like the speed is there, the agility's there, the stamina's there, just the ability to bounce off of defenders is there. Oh my lord, man. Keaton Mitchell is back and absolutely deserves a spot on that roster. I would even put him behind Derrick Henry. But I'm probably getting ahead of myself here. Rasheen Ali had some great plays as well, had a big burst of speed during a kickoff, had a touchdown. Same with Keaton Mitchell had a touchdown. It was just great. The only thing I have to say is though that Cooper Rush and Devin Leary both had interceptions. Doesn't really look good for a backup quarterback to have that in the first preseason game. But again, this could just be rust. Just moving all that rust out. We'll see how they do later on. Well, before the regular season begins, when Lamar Jackson takes the handle, and it's pretty much all she wrote from there. But again, great game by the offense. There were a couple of good catches there. LaJohntay Wester had an amazing catch from Devin Leary later on in the game. It was like the offense looked cooking. Offensive line looked good. And, it brings us a lot of hope to see with the up-and-coming players. And, just great to see the fact that they already look good. I won't say good. I'll say they look like they have so much potential in them when it's just them out there and they're performing well. Mind you, also, I'm going to mention special teams here, too. LaJohntay Wester, we finally have a special teams returner with Wester, man. That punt return for a touchdown was just unbelievable. I've called it since the beginning, people, that Wester is going to be a problem. We are going to see LaJohntay Wester making a name for himself, and he absolutely did it this game. His stock is going up, through the roof. We finally have a returner for the team, and looking to see how many more reps he will get as a wide receiver. He's going to be amazing. I've called this. Wester is going to be a problem for opposing defenses and opposing special teams. Love this out of him, and I can't wait to see more of this. Moving on, so defensive highlights here. David Ojabo came out of the nowhere. Kind of injured Anthony Richardson, but hopefully he's okay. But David Ojabo just came out of nowhere, got the first sack for the Ravens, and it was like it was like it took the wind out of everyone in the stadium. It was amazing to watch. Completely unguarded, just ran full speed like a bull right at him, and oh man, like it was just amazing to watch. Defense had a good play, had good plays as well with Jalen Armour Davis making some good defensive plays, batting the ball away, um, staying with his man. So we'll keep monitoring that a little bit. Zach Ward had mentioned, like I said in the previous video, that Jalen Armour Davis is so good, but just God let him be healthy. Also, shout out to Jay Higgins. Came out of nowhere, a rookie, just getting his first interception of his NFL career. Just like later on in the game, we just see it. He read the defense perfectly and saw it happen. So great to see that a rookie that just came out of nowhere, just getting the interception. Uh, but again, defense had some good plays. We saw Mike Green share a sack with Aiden Isaac. Some potential there. Malachi Starks had some players get on him, but again, not worried about this at all. This is preseason. Once he has Kyle Hamilton next to him to kind of help him out a little bit more, not in terms of like helping him out, like carry him, but like give him instruction on what to do. I feel like he'll be a lot, it's smooth sailing from here. And again, it's your first, preseason game of your NFL career. There are going to be some nerves that you want to just prove yourself to the world, and it's nothing to be concerned about. So again, David Ajabo, man, what came out of the nowhere, like just figuratively and literally. Um, so like we'll see how he does throughout the rest of the preseason and training camp. Hopefully, we're gonna finally see some what we expected out of him when we first drafted him and when we invested in him. My game player is it was so hard. The NFL broadcast team chose Keith Mitchell as the player of the game. I will not argue with that, but my player of the game has to go to LeJohntay Wester. That punt return was unbelievable. Uh, First and the second one, when he was bouncing off players, and it was just like it was dangerous. Like it was like, oh, and then he like sprinted down for 20 or so yards, and then the second time just ran it all the way back for a touchdown. Oh, and not to mention that he had a really good highlight catch, like I said earlier. So again, has to be LeJohntay Wester, but I'm not arguing that against Keaton Mitchell being player of the game. I think Keaton Mitchell also deserves it as well, but got to go with my man Wester as the player of the game for this one. And oh, I told people he's going to be a problem. He's going to be an absolute problem, and he is proving that right now. Uh, we're back. Like Ravens football is back, baby, and we don't even have the veterans in yet. We don't have Derrick Henry, Lamar Jackson, Kyle Van Noy, Kyle Hamilton, all those guys. They're not in. So I have a great feeling about this season. This is going to be an amazing season, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to Ravens Today. I'm your host, Connor Gioffreda. Please make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video. I will catch you all later. Have a good night and a good dub win. Have a good one.